Hey fellow comic book fans, today we're talking about Justice League Dark #1. The following video does contain spoilers, so if you haven't already read the comic book, please be sure to do so. Alright guys, Justice League Dark #1. Now this was my pick of the week this week. It was a comic book that I was very much looking forward to reading. It was also a comic book that I was quite concerned about. I voiced my initial concern just by saying, where's John Constantine? We have a Justice League Dark here. But also I was very interested just to see how these characters interacted with one another. We have Man-Bat, we have Swamp Thing, Detective Chimp, Wonder Woman, and Zatanna. And overall, I'm glad that I named this my pick of the week. I was very satisfied with this book. I thought the artwork was amazing. Thought it flowed very well. I love the concept that essentially magic is bad. It's kind of fighting back, magic is broken. Yeah, and it was dark. I think it's going to get darker. Fingers crossed. I don't see why it wouldn't moving forward. But yeah, I was very pleased with this issue. Now, obviously, a little bit of a DC fanboy here. What do you guys think about it?
I thought it was a good pick on your part for pick of the week.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I thought this one was really good. I did like their interaction. And I do to some degree Wonder Woman wasn't the I have all the answers here. You're gonna come with me. Period. It was a lot of her trying to figure out her way, and so I think that was really nice touch. I mean, the storyline's good too. Don't get me wrong. Just having some of that conflict in a way is really nice. Yeah, overall I thought it was really good. Man-Bat I thought was really entertaining. So overall, yeah, very entertaining.
I got to agree with you guys too. I certainly would not have picked this up if it hadn't been your recommendation, but I was curious. And what I found was a great mix of really different kinds of characters. I mean, Wonder Woman, the A-list, hero, mixes it up with a couple of people who are essentially villains, and then just, some, C-listers, and somehow it's woven together with a really compelling team with some real peril and a real mystery. And I want to see how they figure out their way through this. I was really impressed. I enjoyed it a great deal, a lot more than I thought I would. I got to admit that.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that you guys are enjoying it, especially you, Dave. I know you definitely aren't. Ben, you can cross into the DC fanboy zone with me a little bit every now and then.
Yeah, I enjoy Flash, even if Flash Force disappointed me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I was reading this and John Constantine showed up, I was thinking of you.
Yes.
Charlie's happy.
Yeah, it was. But you know what, Dave? It's funny. While I say that I'm surprised that you like this, I'm also not. You brought up the point that we have B and C list characters here, and not for I know you like Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing, Man Thing. You like these.
Dude, that's a whole different kind of discussion. You can't.
Well,
you can't just throw. Can't throw Swamp Thing and Man Thing.
No.
Same sentence.
But
we could do an hour on that.
Of course. What I'm saying is, I think if you were going to like a rendition of the Justice League, it would probably be the Justice League Dark series.
Yes. Yes.
It's definitely the most, one of the most interesting. And again, surprisingly, I think all of the characters interacted very well. It didn't feel odd or uncomfortable. Man-Bat was great.
Yeah.
I love the Swamp Thing design. He's like a old wizard Swamp Thing, because obviously here he's got a vine beard and hair. We don't always get that. He's kind of like a green Alan Moore. Right?
Yeah.
Right. And no, I love that. I love how dark the bad guy, alien, magic, whatever, gone wrong designs are, with the alien mouth within a mouth chest burster thing going on. It was just great designs all around. And as the story progresses, if it does continue to get darker as we continue in this investigation, it's going to be a win. I already think it's a win. This was a great round 'em up issue. A lot of times we get used to these issue #1s where we have some sort of new supergroup coming together, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Typically they're the least interesting, just because we already know these characters, and we know that, issue #1 is just the excuse to bring them all together. But I didn't feel like that with this issue.
I didn't feel that way, and it's actually nice because Wonder Woman is the most well-known and everything, but in having that, they already have their base of operations, they already have a certain amount of back support squared away. You don't have to worry, it doesn't have to be part of the story in this one, and they can stick with the characters themselves. So I enjoyed that.
But she isn't overly represented in this either. This is definitely had a team feel to it, and there was a reason for all of them to be there, and I appreciate that. It wasn't just cobbled together. It actually just makes sense.
Yeah, it was very cohesive. And I'll tell you what, as soon as Zatanna started to pull that rabbit out, I was like, it's about to go down.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, overall, glad that this was my pick of the week. Had a great time reading it. Sounds like you guys did too. We're definitely going to keep up on the series.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's just about everything we have to say about Justice League Dark #1. If you read the comic, let us know. Talk to us down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and as always, don't forget to check out thebrazenbull.com for more great comic book content. Until next time.
Bye.